Pedigree, 1, 2, 3, brought to you live as a champ. A last ride straight to hell, a tombstone, a choke slam. Here to give it to you raw. This is Wrestling with Savage. Smackdown, hold the title. This is Wrestling with Savage. What?
Wrestling with Savage begins now. What's going on, everybody? Welcome to Wrestling is Savage. I'm here with Dave and I'm here with Jay, and we're back at it again. We're here to bring you the coverage on Smackdown that you deserve. Smackdown had a change of pace tonight because all week long we've been hearing that the brand extension thing is going to be over. There's going to be Smackdown, there's going to be Raw, and there's going to be Superstars. And that was evident tonight by some of the people that we saw. I didn't get to see everybody that I was expecting, but it was still better than nothing. Better than your typical Smackdown sometimes. This was coming to you live from Little Rock, Arkansas. Today is May 27th, 2022. This is Wrestling with Savage, episode 28. Dave, welcome back. How have you been? We haven't seen you in a minute.
I'm good, guys. How's it going over here? How you guys been doing?
Going pretty fucking good. Had a good day. Had some dirty tacos. Had some good memories. Got the kid's first haircut. Nice. All nice. Jay, you had a good day?
Yeah, I was working.
Yeah! I had to work too because I got called in for an emergency. I got called in for an emergency for a certain somebody that needed some help right away. And I didn't have a choice but to say yes and go about 3 hours out of my way in traffic. But it's okay. Life goes on. That wasn't the highlight of my day, but you got to do what you got to do. Just like the Bloodline had to do what they had to do, and they had to come out and talk some more shit, pick up the mic, let you know that they're the undisputed tag team champions. SmackDown kicked off with a segment. There was a little video package of what the Bloodline did, reminding you what they did to RK Bro. They come out, they're talking a lot of shit. They grab the mic, and they try to, get on your side for a little bit, talking about, from the heart, we want to thank you. From the bottom of our hearts, we want to thank you, the fans, for everything for the past 12 years. But also for the past 12 years, we absolutely know we didn't need nobody. We didn't need you. We didn't need you. We don't need you. We don't need anybody. All right? Even you, homeboy in the KO shirt, we don't need you either, homeboy in the KO shirt. We don't need you either. Now look at all this gold, all right? Don't boo us. Boo Randy. He ain't here. He home. He got bodied. Little bro crying. Just like we had the kids crying last week. We are the true tag team champions. And you know the riddle. You the twos and we the ones all day. Cue Nakamura's music. Shinsuke Nakamura, that is. Comes out and he says, my brother and I, we want a match for the tag team champions. My partner want to fight you by himself. But I ask him to join. They say, what partner? Your partner Boogs is done. Cue Riddle's music. And I guess this was the first person we were going to see from Monday Night Raw over on SmackDown, even though we've seen him how many weeks now on SmackDown. So it's not really a surprise to see his music on SmackDown. You would think they would have kicked off the show with maybe somebody we haven't seen on SmackDown either ever or in a long time. What did you guys think of this whole thing? Obviously, they fought a little bit. Usos retreated with all the gold. What did you see that you liked, or did you like the idea of Riddle and Nakamura being a tag team? I actually thought it was not a bad combo, a good replacement for Randy, I think. But what do you guys think? Dave, you go first since you haven't been on in a while.
Kind of random, I think, no? Like, just suddenly you put Nakamura in there, like he wasn't doing much of anything before, and then boom. And we put him in this, like, just for the hell of it. Sounds kind of... Don't make sense to me, I guess, with the whole Nakamura in it.
Yeah.
I get the Riddle part because he's been in the story, so...
Definitely a little outside the normal shit we usually see from them, but... I don't know. I didn't think it was that bad.
I mean, there isn't much traditional tag teams anyway, so I guess they figured, hey, let's just throw these guys together for now. I don't know. Is it true about Randy being his back is hurt, or what?
No, I think
a lot of rumors.
I think that's all the work right there, man. I think that's all the work, to be honest with you. I really do. because they need somebody to fight Drew, and obviously get a couple of more wins over, add a couple of more weeks to his reign probably, maybe. I guess we'll have to wait and see. Time will tell. Jay, what did you see? That did you like anything from this whole little segment, or more of the same?
I think you guys are missing the bigger picture. I think the Usos cut a great promo, and that was from the heart. You could tell by Jay's emotions. You could tell that he was about to tear up. You could tell Jimmy had some certain points. That was true for the heart. 12-year anniversary. That was no joke. Obviously, when Jimmy said, "Yo, yeah, we got y'all. It's not about y'all," I wasn't believing it anyway because I just felt that it was just coming from the heart, and you could see it through the eyes. So that was really good. Congratulations on the 12-year anniversary. I did not know that, so that's a good fact. Overall, it was good. I do not like the team of Riddle and Nakamura for some reason. I just don't see it, but I do like how Nakamura has better his English, and I could understand him. And I could understand when he came out in the promo, so that stood out for me too. So overall, I'm going to give this a 3-star promo. I just don't like the tag team of Riddle and Nakamura. Like they said, to just put these guys in there. But I don't know. I just don't think their styles, I think it's very similar if you really think about it. They both have MMA backgrounds. But I don't know, 2 MMA backgrounds, tag teaming, it looks good on paper, but when I see it, I don't like it. I think it could be somebody else, but I give it a 3-star promo.
Yeah, actually, I gave it a 3.5-star promo because I didn't bring it up because I knew you were going to bring it up about the promo, because they did cut a hell of a promo to open up the show, absolutely. But, they turned on it right away they to bring all that heat. So that at the end of the day, they still stuck to character, they stuck to gimmick, and it's a work. It probably was from the heart because he was saying some really true words, but he knew where he was going with it, so you got to give him credit that he was able to deliver the promo. Definitely one of the Usos' better promos that they've cut probably this year even. It was a solid promo. And I actually like the combination of Nakamura and Riddle because they're so similar. I feel like it actually will mesh well, and they'll be able to give us like some new unique takes on some double team moves over the next couple of weeks. Obviously, they just started, so they're probably going to start working together, try to come up with some new shit in the ring, maybe try to combo the RK Bro with a flying King Sasha, maybe a King Sasha off the top rope leading into an RKO, or maybe a new move that Riddle's going to start doing. I hope this helps Riddle walk away from Randy's moveset. That's what I'm hoping. If this does anything, it helps Riddle go into his own.
I don't know. I just my opinion is kind of differently. I see it as MMA tagging along with the wrestler. I think, Nakamura, yeah, he's good and all that, but he's not a wrestler. His style is not like that. I think you need somebody as a wrestler to kind of replace.
I mean, it's kind of crazy that you're not calling him a wrestler. He was in New Japan Wrestling. I mean, they have wrestling in the name of their company.
Yeah, but he was
wrestling.
That's not what I mean.
He was wrestling in New Japan Wrestling, though, was he not?
Okay,
so
he was a wrestler.
Start doing
Hold on. So you're saying he was a wrestler his whole life?
Well,
he grew up as a wrestler. That's what you're saying.
I don't know what he grew up as, man.
He didn't grow up as a wrestler. He was an MMA star. Then he signed to New Japan. So technically, he's an MMA fighter. But I'm just saying, with the tag team, I'd rather not have 2 MMA fighters. I'd rather have MMA fighter and a wrestler. And Randy Orton was a wrestler, and Riddle was the MMA fighter. I think you just need to just replace, Nakamura, get a wrestler. It'll be a good tag team, I think.
At the end of the day, though, I think they just needed something to do with Riddle. They didn't know what to do with him. They didn't know what to do with Shinsuke. And they said, hey, fuck it. Let's see what happens.
But Shinsuke did stand out.
That's what this is.
I did like how Shinsuke came out and everything.
To me, Shinsuke is one of my favorite in-ring competitors. You know how you know that I respect someone in the ring? If you come to my room and you see a figure in my room, I respect that man for a reason, whatever the reason may be.
I don't want people to think nothing negative.
Nakamura's the fucking man.
I'm just saying the team overall. I think it could just be a little differently.
I'll say it right now, here and now. Nakamura has always deserved a title run in this company.
That's true.
End of story.
I agree.
End of story. He's that kind of competitor. Riddle's not there yet, but I can see him in the future, especially if he never tries to cry again and we don't see that giant, like, alien growing out of his fucking forehead. If we never see that again, he might be a title contender. Maybe that shit was crazy last week. I don't know what the fuck that was. Or Monday, right? It was Monday? Bye, Randy.
Yeah, it was Monday.
Bye, love you, Randy, bro. Okay, bro. Yeah.
Oh, no, bro.
The more I watch it, the worse it gets.
It was high.
Oh, yeah, absolutely, man. Well, after this, of course, like I said, the Usos retreated with all their gold. They left everything. And then, we get on to the next segment. We got a video package with Raquel Rodriguez versus Ronda Rousey, reminding us of the great match that they fucking had. And you know what? I thought they were going to have another great match tonight. I was like, oh, this is hype. First of all, let me tell you what happened, okay? We had a locker room scene with Shotzi, Aaliyah, Xian Lee. Why don't you shut up, Shotzi? Shotzi's just in there trying to start shenanigans, trying to get everybody on her side, talking about why don't we get opportunities? What are you going to do about it? This girl's out there, Raquel, she's smiling. She doesn't have the killer attitude. She doesn't have what it takes to be in the ring with Ronda. What are we going to do about it, Natty? Shayna, she's talking shit. So what happens? Aaliyah gets some revenge, locks her in the closet, or the locker room, whatever you want to call it, locks her in there because she's getting paid back from the last time that happened. So when I saw this, I was like, oh, great. They locked up the main perpetrator that wants to really interfere in this match. We're going to get a clean match. Instead, what do we get? We get Natty and Shotzi locked in the thing. Natty and Shayna Baszler coming down, interfering in the match. They don't even bother going after Ronda Rousey. They just go straight after poor Raquel and just straight start beating the shit out of her in the middle of the ring during the match. Obviously, this is an instant DQ. Ronda's just looking at this shit like, oh, okay, I guess this is what we're doing now. Jumps in, tries to start helping. I believe we go to commercial and we come back, and then, of course, we have a tag team match when we come back. And, the initial match started off well, but it was so quick, so we didn't really get much to rate there. But when it turned into a tag team match, Ronda was tossing Natty around like a rag doll. All of a sudden, Natty gets the sharpshooter locked on and on Raquel. She manages to get a tag from Ronda, who's dragging Natty to the corner. Okay? I believe Raquel was dragging Natty to the corner. She had the sharpshooter on her. She was just dragging Natty to the corner. Gets the tag on Ronda. The match wasn't like much to see. The best thing we saw was probably the headbutt. There was a nice corkscrew drop. Nice face off of Shayna and Ronda. Shayna and Ronda. They had like a little face off to kind of give you a preview of what's to come. I think they're gonna have a match down the road. Raquel comes in, gets now I think they're calling it the Tahina Bomb. Did they change the name? One of you guys can answer. Jay, you can go after this. They picked up the win after the Tahina Bomb. I gave the match like a 2.5 stars because I was looking more forward to the one-on-one. But at the end, Ronda looked strong, and Raquel Rodriguez looked strong as well. So, 2.5 for me. Jay, what'd you think?
I'm going to give it a 1 star, and the reason is the whole production. It's not even about the match, it's the production. I felt like the match was taken to us by commercial breaks. I felt most of the action happened and we weren't able to see it.
Yeah, it's true.
Because when it came back, it was that corkscrew elbow drop, and then she just did they call it the Tahada Bomb, which I found interesting. They didn't blur it out this time, like last week they did. But that was pretty much it. There was really nothing going on. I really wanted to see Ronda and Shayna really go at it. I thought the stare down, that's a really good match I think they should do in a future pay-per-view. And besides that, there was really nothing going on. I felt like we were taken away by these commercial breaks. I felt like we missed the match. So I just give it a 1 star.
That's a great point, Jay. I don't blame you. That's a solid rating for a match that got interfered not only by wrestlers but by commercials. Dave, what say you, Dave?
Well, I can't rate it because obviously I didn't even watch the match. So.
Well, there you go. Wasn't much to watch. You didn't miss anything. Here's my take on this situation. If you take shitty notes, you're going to give shitty commentary. And that's what you just witnessed there live on Wrestling with Savage. I had some pretty shitty commentary because when I was taking those notes, I was very distracted by a lot of loud noises that I'm not going to give names to. But they're loud and they don't go away. I believe my gentlemen know what I'm talking about here. But, you know, these things happen sometimes. And there are the notes that you get. So you just see the quality of work right there when you're distracted. Because you guys have seen me cut promos. And when I talk from the heart and I actually know what the fuck I'm talking about, I'll rip it. I'll rip it live today, tomorrow, next week. But when I don't know what I'm talking about, I'll turn into a mumbling, bumbling fool like I just did live on this show. Now let's get into something that I did watch and I did appreciate. But before we do that, we have an interview with A New Day. Bad Bunny gives lyrics before album drops. Does Netflix tell you how Stranger Things is going to end before it comes out? I said come put. See what I'm talking about? You take bad notes, you give bad commentary. It's just real. This shit is real. Okay, spell check, fact check, it's all good. Basically, the interviews, wants to know who's going to be the New Day's tag team partner, right? It's a big fucking mystery. This is pretty much the only thing that's intriguing about SmackDown at all tonight. We don't know who the partner's going to be. We know people from Raw coming over, so we're hoping to see something cool. No, that's not what we got, man. He says our partner could be anyone, listing a bunch of names. It could even be you. Kofi was trolling extra hard. Did you guys see this promo, Dave or Jay?
Yes, I did.
Jay, did you notice that Kofi was trolling extra hard when he was like going in closer to her, and his eyes, the way he was like looking at her? He was trolling extra spicy tonight. The shit was unreal to see on live TV. Did you notice that or no? Or am I crazy?
I think you noticed it more than I did, man.
Yeah, you need to go back and look at that. It was pretty creepy, actually. It was borderline sexual harassment. It was pretty creepy. He was getting in her face. Like, I don't know. Anyway, we get a video package from Madcap getting hurt by Corbin. Or Happy Corbin, whatever you want to call them. They announced next week Madcap is back, and I think he's saying he's pretty much he's done with the jokes, he's done with the nonsense, it's all business now. We'll see if that's true. After this, there was a good match. I actually enjoyed this segment. I thought Jinder Mahal was very funny. I thought Shanky was actually kind of entertaining, just a little bit, but the most entertaining by far was Los Lotharios, okay? Their whole thing right now with the kiss cam, even if it's a plant, it's fucking brilliant, okay? Basically, the match starts off. Los Lotharios comes out. They do their thing. The best part of that was when they went up to the ring announcer. And Dave, they started... Did you see this, Dave, or no? Right? You didn't see this? You need to see this. They go in front of the ring announcer. They start doing like this whole dirty dancing thing, okay? Like, it's like pretty... X-rated kind of dancing they're doing, and she's very uncomfortable. You can see how uncomfortable she is. She's not happy about this, and it's gonna get better later on. All right, Jinder walks in on Skanky. Is his name Skanky or Shanky? I think it's Shanky, right?
Isn't it Shanky?
I wonder who gave him that name. I think Vince saw his like weird looking body. He looks like a tree with two branches. He just said, "Your name's gonna be Shanky. You're going to be a little shanky little fucker." Anyway, Shanky was dancing to Jinder's music. Jinder's like, "What are you doing, man? We have a match. Let's go. We got to go." All right, Los Lotharios, like I said, dirty dancing to Samantha, the ring announcer. It looked a lot like sexual misconduct in the workplace, but it was high-quality entertainment. Angel actually pulled off. He had like 2 pairs of underwear, Dave. And the first pair of underwear was like a pull-off. So he pulls it off in front of her and starts dancing again in like the middle of the match. Like the shit was fucking... And they were zooming in on this shit. And while all this is going on, we get like a crazy fucking move in the ring, right? Because Jinder's distracted by like all this nonsense. He doesn't know what the fuck's going on. Shanky's like out of the picture. Jinder's very distracted. And Humberto just comes up with like a nasty super kick leapfrog off the fucking rope. Some crazy shit. Kicks the shit out of Jinder. Picks up the fucking win. Shanky gives Jinder the wave goodbye because Jinder comes over to Shanky and starts telling him, "What the fuck? What are you doing? Where are you? Blah, blah, blah." And Shanky just goes like this to him. He gives him the hand. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. And just... Jinder doesn't know what to do. He walks away. And then Shanky starts doing his own dirty dancing. in front of the ring announcer, except she now likes his dirty dancing. And then the crowd, like I guess 15 people started chanting Shanky. I want to hear before I grade it. Jay looks like he's definitely got something to say. He's going to say this was a 0 star, and it was a piece of shit, and I hated it.
Sounds like it.
Jay, what are you going to say?
If you're a wrestling fan and you like this, then you're the dumbest person I ever met in the face of the earth. There is no rating for this piece of crap.
I knew it.
Whatsoever.
I knew it.
This guy's on the list. First of all, you have
Which one? Which guy? Hold on. Which guy? All the guys? All 4?
Shanky.
Okay, Shanky. Yeah.
You have a giant of a guy and you made him look like a fool outside dancing, even before the match even happened. It was just horrible all across the board. I mean, this wasn't wrestling. What we watching?
No, not at all. Not at all. No, like I said, I hated everything about it except what Angel Garza is a fucking genius, bro. That guy is the fucking man. I like Humberto too. He's a great athlete. He can, I can go. I think this gimmick, I could see it working down the road, man. If they actually give it the right kind of push, the right kind of t-shirt, maybe they can cut some sick promos. They're good, man. I like them. I think they're all-star wrestlers. I'll give them a chance.
In AAA.
Well, we'll see what happens. When WWE books them, obviously it's going to be shit. But the good news is Jeff Jarrett is now on board behind the scenes. They hired him a couple of years ago as like an executive assistant or some shit. But now he's going to be like an executive producer in the back. So maybe he can hopefully help us get like 1 or 2 good segments. Even Vince Russo had his time. Apparently he claims that he created The Rock. That's the one I heard today.
Isn't he the Attitude creator?
Yeah, but like, did he really give The Rock everything? He was going off on the thing. I was listening today. He's like, The Rock was in the room, and I told him, you should start talking in the third person, and everything you say, The Rock this, The Rock that, The Rock. Like he said, that was all.
I've done it, bro.
You believe that?
I've done it, bro.
You think he really did that?
How many times did he say, bro?
Well, I believe he helped The Rock, Mankind, Undertaker, but to an extent.
Yo,
I don't think it's been just the way people publish
I think we need
I think he helped with certain promos and came up with certain ideas, yeah.
Yo, bro, we need to get this bro on the show. Like, we need to send him, I want to send him a cameo money, and I'm going to ask him how much to get you for like half an hour. Me and my boys want to interview you.
Yeah, just on Zoom, Discord.
Discord, yeah, nothing crazy. Set it up, man. We got to get him in here.
You got to put $1 jar for every bro he says. I want to see how much you come out with. Because that man says bro.
You're gonna literally pay to hear that guy say bro about 47 times per minute. Like,
I've heard him on Busted Open, and it's like, bro, do you know that this and that, bro? And bro, that and bro, and this and bro.
He's always on this guy's show. I don't know if you watch the Hannibal show.
I think I've heard of it.
Yeah, he's always the whole 40 minutes. This Hannibal guy like loves him. I think he's like best friends with him, bro. He's just like, bro. Let me tell you, bro. The Rock would not be The Rock if it wasn't for me, bro. I told him, bro. I said, bro, you gotta go out there, bro. And every word you say, bro, you're gonna be like, The Rock says, bro. The Rock says, bro.
Just like that too. Man.
I was dying, bro. Now I'm saying it, man. He's got me, bro. Vince Russo got me, dude. Yeah, man. That was great.
That's New Jersey.
So from what you hear, though, Jay, do you think our segment that we were just talking about was bad, right? It's like really bad.
Pretty bad.
I graded it a half a star just for the dancing that Garza did. That shit was good.
I mean,
listen, man, for what he had to work with, that shit was fucking great. Like, look what they're asking from him, man. Look what they're asking from him. They're asking for a lot, man. After this, we get another segment, which I was disappointed because I was like, all right, cool. Max Dupree But now I want to see him like more. I want to see more of Max Dupree. I want to see more of Max Dupree. Okay? Adam Pearce needs to be fired. He is not saying this man's name correctly. He should give more respect to Max Dupree and really try to say his name correctly. Basically, Adam Pearce tells him effective immediately, I am welcoming you to SmackDown. And now he says, Max Dupree, it's time to find our first client. And oh, by the way, Adam Pearce, you don't make the cut. Gets that little ribbon there on him, which was nice. Jay, I'm sure you like this segment. Quick.
Yeah, it's great. It's a 3-star. It's a slow burn. We're just slow burning it and playing it out. Heard there's going to be some major changes, so it's not going to be the same people, such as Face Mansoor, basically changing. So it's going to be new people, so I'm looking forward to it. 3-star.
Yeah, see, that's why you shouldn't watch anything while you do these shows either, because Jay, I said I don't want to talk about the game earlier, but did you see the shot Jimmy Buckets just made? What a fucking psycho. That was some park shit right there. All right. After this, we have the KO show. We're coming back from commercial. It's awesome. It's KO. He's on SmackDown. We're fucking happy. I'm happy. I'm sure Jay's happy. Everybody's always happy when KO is on TV, man. He's calling Elias a disgusting liar. He says he's not Ezekiel. It's Elias. We all know it's Elias. I'm going to make Elias regret showing his stupid face in WWE again. Welcome my guest right now, the locker room leader of SmackDown, the close personal confidant of the Bloodline, Sami Zayn, master strategist, proclaimed master strategist. They hug. They both like embrace. You know, they're so happy to see each other. He's like, yo, you look great. You look great. I know we had bad blood. I don't even remember what it was about at that time. He's like, yo, Sammy, you've been killing it. KO, you've been killing it. He's like, so what are you doing for the Bloodline, man? What are you doing, man? You're unbelievable. You've been amazing. What are you doing with them? You know, he's like, oh, you've been amazing on Raw. And then even Sammy agrees. Elias and Ezekiel are clearly the same person. KO has to pause for a moment and just hug. He has to hug Sami Zayn for telling him that they're clearly the same person. Like, finally somebody agrees with me. You know what I mean? KO, I always had your back, Sammy says. And then KO says, I've always had your back too. And then Sammy says, not always. And then KO screams, I've always had your back. KO says, I need you to drop everything on SmackDown right now. Forget everything you're doing, Sammy, and just come with me to Monday Night Raw. Zayn says the Bloodline needs him. It's not a good time right now, KO. He says, listen. KO says, listen, you're naive, man. You look like a moron wearing that shirt. You need to listen to your real friends. All right? And then, of course, Sammy gets upset and starts saying things like Elias and Ezekiel are clearly two different people. And now Sammy says, KO, you're a moron. Sammy calls him a liar as well. KO announces the Bloodline twice. All right? He says, come on, Bloodline, come out here and show support for your boy. They don't care about you, Sammy. I'm sorry, he says, but they don't care about you. Obviously, KO is really trying to show Sammy that the Bloodline doesn't give a shit about him. Sami Zayn's upset. He looks like he's going to cry. He leaves. KO's left in the ring. We haven't seen any real action. What does he give you? He gives you not one, but two Stone Cold Stunners to the stupid ring crew. By the way, both nicely done. His stunners are improving very well. Very good flatline. You know what I mean by flatline? Like the back and the legs. Beautiful. Great. Great stunners on ring crew, guys. Jay, did you watch this? I gave it a 3-star promo. Not bad. I think it went on a little too long, in my opinion. Could have been 5 minutes less and it would have been better.
I gave it half a star.
Okay. Moving on.
It was just trash. It was taking up space.
Yeah.
So I didn't care about the stunners. I didn't care about this promo. It was just a waste of time.
Yeah, like I said, I thought it went on too long, absolutely. I think they were just trying to cover for somebody who didn't show up to work that night. Or, you know, maybe they couldn't have a match or something.
Sasha.
It looked, yeah, Sasha's not there, right? Sasha's definitely not there, that's for sure. Just like her merchandise isn't there anymore. Sorry, Sasha. Sucks for you. You know who had it worse than Sasha Banks tonight, though? Do you know who? I'll tell you who. Drew Gulag in the next match. Drew Gulag and Ricochet versus Gunther and Ludwig. And I was very happy with this match, man. We got a video clip of all the chops and power bombs that Gulag has experienced so far. Just a great reminder of him getting dominated. And then, of course, we got a replay of Ricochet running in and saving Gulag, which is why we're having this match right now. Another impressive entrance. Yet again, Ludwig is a beast, man. He's got this whole entrance down packed. The Ring General Gunther, superstar right here. This guy succeeded. In my opinion, Gunther, whatever you want to call him, this guy could succeed in any era of pro wrestling. This guy could get in a time machine, 2020, 1920, 1960, like any era of sports, this guy could go and dominate, I think. That's how good of a talent this guy is. He's a fucking genius in the ring. Him and Ludwig go so good together. The match opened up with just beautiful, hard-hitting wrestling. Ludwig and Gunther, genius teamwork to distract the ref. Gunther gets a nice, cheap shot right away. Gulag, he was chucking Gulag everywhere. He literally picked him up, threw him over the top rope, just chucked him like a piece of garbage. And that was his first move of the night, Dave. Gunther's first move of the night was just picking up Gulag and just literally chucking him over the top rope into the floor. Nasty bump, just total disrespect. I just feel so bad for Drew Gulag. That bump did not look like fucking fun, man. All right, we come back from commercial. Gunther just in full control, absolutely destroying Gulag. Another huge chop. Like the moment we come back from commercial, like he knows. Oh, chop time. Now Ludwig back in. Gulag able to get the tag on Ricochet somehow. Ricochet begins his offense, springboard into a crossbody on the second rope. Gunther distracted Ricochet, and then Ludwig goes for the roll-up after the kick-out. Ricochet gets a big knee. Ludwig counters Ricochet with an eye rake, and then he gives Gulag a shot to the throat. Ludwig gives Gunther the nod, and the abuse on Gulag just starts, man. They just, put him to sleep. They put him to sleep. First of all, he won the match with a running knee to like the midsection. Now, I'm not sure if he was going for the face and missed, but he ended up hitting the guy in the midsection. Gulag didn't get up. He made sure to stay down. Gunther comes in, gives him the approval, basically tells him the order, kick this guy's fucking head off. Ludwig then gives a second running fucking kick to the head that was directly to the fucking head. Very solid finish. Ricochet came in the ring to see how Gulag was doing. And then, what did we see? Gunther, they kicked the shit out of Ricochet now. All right, and then he ordered the hit on Gulag. So it was just a total squash again. They're shitting on the Intercontinental Champion. They're shitting on the Intercontinental belt. And I don't even care. That's the problem. I should care, but I don't. Jay, do you care?
I think I do care, but I give this half a star because it is a squash match.
Squash, okay.
I do care because I like where it's going. Gunther hit the big boot on Ricochet, so that's going to set up an intercontinental match. Excuse me. Hopefully it sets it up next week, and hopefully we see the title change that actually means something.
Yeah, that would be nice.
It is going to be a hard superstar to step up and take the belt from Gunther if that's the case. And I was impressed by Ludwig, but I don't get the finisher. I thought it was something like you said, like a botch or something. I thought he was going for the head, but if he did it again the second time,
it was perfect.
I guess kick to the gut just finishes you off. So
either that or Gulag is not getting up. He just wants this match to fucking be over with.
But his facials were great, and he did a great job as always. So
I only gave it a 2-star because I saw 2 stars in the match within Gunther and Ludwig, bro. They both, at least we got to see Ludwig wrestle on Smackdown for the first time, and he is impressive. His ring presence is impressive. So who knows where they're going to go with this? Because if Gunther wins the IC title, then what does Ludwig do? He's going to go for another title? Or do they go for the tag team titles as well?
Bring somebody up. Bring his tag team partner up from NXT.
Good point.
Bring Martel.
We haven't seen them yet.
Up.
Didn't they have 4 members originally? Imperium?
Well, they had Wolf, but he got released.
He's done.
That was the other one. Yeah, he's...
Dave, you got any thoughts on Gunther? Gunther? Gunther's the man, bro.
Why do you think they still got him with this whole Gulag? Like, he just keeps beating him down every show. Like, what's the point of it? Like, I don't
just to run a program.
I think it's just to set up the IC match.
Yeah.
Ricochet.
They're
I think
transferring
that's
it
what
from Gulag to fucking Ricochet.
Well,
get
like,
the title
like
off.
pity or something.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Get the title off.
I think they're gonna fire Ricochet after this. That's what I think.
I think it's just to get the title off him.
Do they still do the
I don't get
cruiserweight
it.
shit,
Like, Ricochet,
or is that done? They don't do 205
the
live anymore.
205 crap, that's done, I think.
It's called like Level Up. The NXT Level Up.
Jesus
It
Christ!
sounds like Nickelodeon or something.
And they still have the
No,
cruiserweight
no.
championship though, or no?
I'm not sure, bro. I don't watch that show.
They shitted on that shit.
I'm not sure. I thought they combined it. Didn't they have a match? They combined the North American and the Cruiserweight. I think they combined it.
I have no idea, but I
think
I
that's
know
what it was.
it hasn't been going on for a while,
Yeah.
man. That shit used to get some real, like, decent kind of promos and matches, and especially when Pac was there. I mean, Enzo didn't have the best run, but at least his run was entertaining. I don't know if you tuned in when Enzo was on 205. That shit used to be fucking good.
I used to like the
Yeah,
stuff he did
trash.
outside. And he'll be outside with the belt and be like, who's the champ, the 205 like, champ or whatever. He'll be coming out of a bar with the belt and shit. It's like,
Yeah, no, he was like the worst wrestler in the ring, but on the mic he was good. But whatever, he didn't have the best of luck, I guess. What are you gonna do? They got him just like they got a lot of other guys out of there. Anyway, that match was over, and we get a segment from Sami Zayn telling the Usos, you know, what KO was saying kind of sounds true. I want to know what I am to you. All right, please tell me. Sammy then says, what if I join the bloodline? Usos give him this like weird look. Sammy says, I can be an honorary member. And then the Usos say, okay, you're an honorary Uso. Sammy's, I guess, apparently happy with this, moves on. Jay, comment? No comment? Yeah, that's what I thought. We get a match after this with the Brawling Brutes. And apparently what's crazy is this was the main event. And I when we got to this match, I couldn't fucking believe that this was the end of SmackDown. Like, this is it? This is all we're going to see tonight? This is it, Dave. This match was the main event. That's all that happened on SmackDown tonight. I think there was a lot of commercials, and KO probably killed like a good 25 minutes just crying with Sami Zayn. I don't know. The Brawling Brutes, Sheamus, Ridge Holland, and Butch versus the New Day, Kofi Kingston, Xavier Woods, and their surprise tag team partner. But before we find that out, we're going to get a video package for Memorial Day with, God bless all the people that, are in war or going to war. They're training for war, the Army, Marines, Navy, Air Force, all you guys, shout out to you. Happy Memorial Day. We appreciate everything that you do. And we hope that everybody that is out there right now comes home safe every time, all the time, for the rest of the time. We come back from that. Fans are chanting USA, USA, USA. Sheamus now has the mic and says, let me make one thing perfectly clear. Tonight, it's fight night. Every night's fight night. See, they don't want you to have a fair fight. All right? These guys knew that they don't want us to have a fair fight because they won't even tell us who they're fighting. They don't want to talk about their mystery partner. They could bring out Godzilla. They could bring out Moby Dick. No matter who they bring out, they will get a severe beating from the Brawling Brutes, and we will put them on bed rest next to their best mate, Big E, which was a pretty low blow because Big E's in the hospital with a broken freaking neck. New Day doesn't rock. New Day sucks. And he starts chanting, New Day sucks. Which I was like, okay, Sheamus is getting right into it with the nasty shit right away. Okay. Trying to catch some real heat, legitimate heat. When you make comments like that about someone that's got a broken freaking neck, you're really trying to catch legitimate heat from fans that are going to hate you because they love Big E. So that's just classic wrestling. That's like when Sergeant Slaughter would come out and say, Saddam Hussein. Like, you know what I mean? When we're at war with this country, he's trying to get legitimate heat kind of thing. Obviously, it's not on that same level, but you get my point. The match starts with Woods all over Butch. The surprise person, of course, is Drew McIntyre. Big surprise. Whoop-de-fucking-do. Ridge comes in. He's missing all his shots on... Actually, no, I'm sorry. My mistake. The match starts off with Woods all over Butch. I called him a bitch. Wow. I miss Pete Dunne. God, do I miss Pete Dunne. Yo, Otto Spill's a motherfucker. No, I love Butch, man, but I wish he was Pete Dunne. Anyway, Kofi and Xavier hit this guy with like a 10-piece combo out of Killer Instinct kind of shit. It included Kofi coming in out for non-stop spots, double bulldog. Now Woods was just punching Butch in the head over and over. Butch has finally had enough. He grabs Woods by the mouth and is able to get the tag to Sheamus, who begins to beat the chest of Woods. Ridge comes in. He's missing all of his shots on Woods. He tags in Kofi. He lands a shot off the top rope and some stomps in the New Day's corner. Now, Woods back in, flips a running Butch over the top floor. I don't know, it was all kinds of nonsense, man. They were stomping on Ridge. Butch tries to climb the apron. Drew McIntyre knocks him down. Kofi comes back in. Drew throws him in the corner for a flying drop kick from Kofi. Now the Brutes have Kofi trapped and abuse begins. There was a dropping knee from Sheamus off the top rope that looked really fucking good. Other than that, this match was a piece of shit. I wasn't. The only thing I liked was that when they clothesline Ridge, Drew came in from the hot tag, and when he came in, he hit 2 hard clotheslines on Ridge, and then he hit a huge Billy-to-Billy suplex. Butch jumped off the top rope. McIntyre caught him, sent him flying literally across the ring with another huge Billy-to-Billy, but that one had like extra height on it because Pete Dunne is that talented. And then we had a neck breaker to Ridge, kick up by Drew. Now he was calling for the Claymore, but Butch jumps on his backs, and Woods comes in to hit. He gets hit with a missile dive kick instead from Kofi. And then we get an over-the-top rope attack to Sheamus. Ridge was going for a big move on Drew, had him up on his shoulder, looked like he was going to do Death Valley Driver or some crazy shit. Drew counters with a big headbutt and a Claymore. Tag to Woods, who actually, this was the spot of the night, the move of the night. Woods gets the tag after the Claymore, comes in, goes on the far side of the ring. Ridge Holland's in, like, not even in the middle of the ring. He's more to, like, the left side compared to where Xavier Woods is climbing. He climbs the top rope. He takes 2 steps on the rope, like old school kind of shit, and then does like a perfect Macho Man elbow drop to get the win. It was nice looking. It looked good. It was executed well. You know, it went well together. They had good teamwork. Nothing crazy, though. But it was a decent 3-on-3 match, considering most 3-on-3 matches I ever watched, they fucking suck. So, Jay, here it comes, man, because I know Jay's going to butcher this shit right now. I can't wait to hear your rating, Jay. Please, give it to me.
What do you rate it?
Do you really want to know?
Rating? I don't know. I thought you were going to say a rating out of the whole
2.
Analysis.
2.
Well, for me, I give it half a star. There was nothing impressive here. We all kind of knew Drew was going to come out, obviously. Nothing was impressive here. Drew had a belly-to-belly on Ridge. Xavier Woods hit that flying elbow. I didn't even like that. I didn't even like when he got the tag. Drew set up the Glasgow kiss into the Claymore. 1, 2, 3, but he tagged Woods and then 1, 2, 3. But I didn't like the finish. I didn't like nothing about it. I thought it was another like waste of time, just like the KO segment. This is not how you want to come into SmackDown, starting with the tag team champs and ending like this. It could have been a lot better. I would have switched this match over with Ronda and Raquel and Natalya and Shayna Baszler as the main event and let that go for like 10, 15 minutes. I would have done it like that.
Well, this match had plenty of time, though. I mean, this match was the longest match of the night.
It is what it is, but there was nothing special in this match. Not even on Butch, so it is what it is. I give it what it is, and the whole show, I'm just gonna give it a 1 star.
Yeah, I give it a 1.5. I give it 1.5 because it was an underwhelming SmackDown, and that's another reason why I feel like this episode is going to be weak as fuck. Because when the show itself is weak as fuck, it's hard to have anything to talk about that makes a shit worth. And I'm pretty pissed off because from what I've been hearing on the internet and from Dave, Rampage was actually pretty fucking good. I got the results right here. Dave, do you have any comments you want to make on SmackDown, what you heard tonight before we get into Rampage?
Well, from the sound of it, it looks like I'm kind of glad I didn't watch SmackDown because it sounds like it was boring as shit.
Yeah, you didn't miss shit, dude. Really, you didn't miss anything. It was terrible.
I was watching the Heat game instead.
So, there's a chance now that I might go to this Ric Flair last match. I got a friend coming over tomorrow. that we might do like a little family trip kind of thing to Nashville. I just got to convince one human.
Good luck on that one, brother. Good luck.
I have help, though. I have help. There's 3 other people that want to go. Well, 2 other people. But it's crazy, man. It's crazy. What if I go there and that shit is just straight ass? Like,
That's what it's going to be.
It might smell like ass because, you know, it is senior citizens you're going to go watch.
Damn, bro. So they confirmed today that
It might be in Depends.
Ricky Steamboat is fighting.
Oh, God.
He confirmed it today. He is
He
fighting.
changed his mind?
Yeah, Ric Flair got him. And it was great. The picture that had the story, you show them, they're shaking hands. Like, one more time, I got you son of a bitch. I got just enough money, you piece of shit. That's why Ricky denied, because they probably lowballed him.
Maybe so.
That's
I
what I
love
think.
watching that match.
I don't know, but I wouldn't mind just getting a trip and getting the fuck out of here for a little bit. Even if it's for 2 days, whatever, man. I've never been to Nashville. What are you going to do, though?
Yeah, that's true. You could at least say you were there.
Yeah, they're charging a lot of money for this shit, though. Like, if you want good seats, like, ringside is $250. Which, it's not that bad, but...
They're going to have actual matches beforehand.
Oh,
right?
for
That's
sure,
like the
yeah,
main event.
yeah. They're going to have a whole card, I would assume, man. And I think they have, like, a bunch of other packages. I'm gonna see tomorrow. Tomorrow I'm going to find out if it's happening or not. Probably not. It's 50-50, because it's either yes or no, but we'll find out tomorrow. All right, so apparently Rampage kicks off with Matt Seidel versus Bryan Danielson after going back and forth early on. Is that the first match? I just want to make sure I got the right Rampage results. That is right, yeah?
That's where it started right off the
After
bat.
going back and forth a bit early on, Danielson takes Seidel down with a full Nelson. He lands a few uppercuts and then wraps up Seidel, violently clawing at his face and smashing him in the back of the head. Later in the fight, Seidel lands on his feet out of a snapmare and he hits a rising knee strike on Bryan. Seidel takes him down with a Hurricane Rana, but Bryan breaks out of the pin attempt. Seidel lands the Meteora from the top rope, but Bryan rolls over and it turns into a single leg crab. Matt works his way over to the rope to break Bryan's grip. Danielson follows up with the vicious kicks to the chest. Danielson looks up for a backdrop from the middle rope, but Seidel reverses it into a sunset flip powerbomb for a near fall. Danielson recovers and surprises Seidel with a running knee strike. He elbow smashes Seidel, then chokes him out for the win. Bryan Danielson defeats Matt Seidel. Dave, tell me about the match. Was it a good match?
I really enjoyed the match. I thought it was really good. They meshed really well together. They did a lot of like crazy spots. One thing that I noticed when he did his knee, they called it a cycle knee. Was it a cycle knee drop, something like that? They called it. I don't know if you caught that, Jay, or if you watched it.
Something cyclone.
Right? It was
Yeah,
like cycle
cycle.
knee drop or something like that. I was like, what the hell? I never heard of that before.
Sometimes this guy just makes stuff up, man.
Who? Was that the man in the mask?
Excalibur, yeah.
Man in the
Yeah,
mask.
it was
Sometimes he
definitely
just
Excalibur,
makes shit
yeah.
up.
But
Yeah, he be talking
but
out his
all in
ass
all, I
sometimes.
love the match.
Okay.
Yeah, I love the match. It
That
was
sounds
really
like a
good.
hell of a match
I enjoyed it.
for a Rampage opener, though. Bryan Danielson just being...
The one thing that caught me off guard is that they just started the show with them right both in the ring. No entrance or nothing, just straight up.
saves
So,
more time.
It was supposedly live, so
No way.
so yeah.
Never live.
Supposedly they were saying they were live. They even had the live stamp on there. So
They're lying, then. They should be sued.
they are doing all the shows in Vegas, so they might have done it live. You never know.
Really? Oh, well, that's cool, then.
Yeah.
Okay. Makes sense.
Yeah.
Jay, what'd you see?
I saw a great match. I'm gonna give it a 4-star.
Wow.
These guys really meshed well together. It's not their first time. They fought in Ring of Honor. This time it was good. The Meteora spot on the top rope was really good. Seidel did like a landing knee strike followed by like a back spin kick. That was good too. Bryan Danielson, I think it's true. There's maybe some certain truth, believe it. I can't believe I'm giving credit to Adam Paige promo that maybe the locker room has some kind of beef against Punk, because every time Bryan Danielson steps with any wrestler in the ring, he actually makes them better. I want to see like more. I don't see it with Punk in his matches at all. Not even with John Silver that recently passed. With Bryan Danielson, he's making everybody better. Yeah, and I know these two fought, but that was about over 10 plus years ago.
Yeah, Punk gets a lot of squash matches.
I think no, but what I'm trying to say is that these squash matches is like Bryan Danielson has those too, but I feel like he just makes them more over. Like,
well, that's because he's a better wrestler.
Yeah, Brian is a more true wrestler though. Man.
But
he's like right now for me, hands down. He's like the best wrestler.
Even Punk would tell you Bryan Danielson's better than him.
But if you take Punk, he said he was trying to help these wrestlers. I don't see it, and I think that Paige promo speaks a little bit of truth.
He probably helps them more in the back.
And I think he helps them more in psychology more than inside than actual.
I think
ring.
he helps them with like talking and like promos and maybe like how to look at their character.
I think
Punk has a better promo than Bryan, so I could definitely see him do promo classes and stuff.
I see it differently. I think there is some kind of truth to that because I don't see Punk making any of these guys better.
Well, he made MJF look better.
That match he had with Hobbs was good. He made Hobbs look really good.
That's true. That match with Hobbs was good.
Yeah, that's a really good match.
And how long ago was that?
His match with Hardwood was good.
Yeah, but still, you're giving examples of
his match with Hardwood was fucking fire too, though. Okay, Hardwood. His match with Hardwood was fire.
What else? Hardwood. What I'm saying is
MJF.
They're naming. Hold on, excuse me. You guys are naming
CM Punk. CM Punk versus Darby Allin was good. CM Punk versus Darby Allin was good. I'm just saying, like, you're making an argument.
That are made.
I think you're not giving credit. Enough credit.
I think you guys are misreading it. I think you guys are just naming top stars or stars that are already veterans. I'm talking about people that are not.
I said Hobbs.
Yeah, Hobbs wasn't.
Hobbs is a new star, and he shined out of that match.
Hardwood's not. Yeah, but Hardwood's not a single star. Hardwood is not a single star. But he's not a singles. He's not a single. It does matter. Yes, it does matter. There's a big difference between singles and tag. Yes,
he was a main star.
Yes,
he was.
No.
The main star in NXT. Then you're lying to yourself. You never saw NXT in your life.
Okay, but NXT, it's not the big show, though.
You never saw NXT. So
yeah, I've seen NXT more than you. I've seen NXT more than you.
2.0.
Here goes.
This built right here says I've seen NXT more than you. The years I didn't watch were the years that were trash. I saw all the Hardwood stuff. I saw all the FTR stuff. I saw all their tag team wins. I saw all their matches against Tommaso Ciampa and fucking Johnny Wrestling. I've seen all their matches. I've seen it all. And they were awesome. But as a tag team, I'm saying this was Hardwood's first big singles match in his career. It was literally the biggest singles match in the history of his career. He even said it in an interview with Bleacher. So what are you talking about? Go look at that interview right now. He said it's the biggest singles match of my career.
Nothing more. 4-star for me, nothing more.
Whatever, man. You're like unbelievable. Anyway, we got a quick.
I give it a 4 too.
It was a good match. I think I want to go back and watch it. You guys made it sound like it was worth watching. There's a quick recap video of the whole Hook Danhausen storyline. Don't care. Hope they get over this quick. After this, the Young Bucks come out doing a parody of the Hardys, accompanied by Gangrel. That I actually want to watch. I saw a clip, but I want to watch the whole thing just to see how that all played out. They're also Matt Fax showing up on the screen during their entrance. They are fighting two jobbers. Nick Jackson is recreating Jeff Hardy's moves in the ring. Matt Jackson lands the twist of fate. Nick goes up for the Swanton bomb and the win. Young Bucks defeat two jobbers. Gangrel tries to take center stage after the match, so the Bucks attack him. They go to finish him off with the BTE trigger, and then the actual Hardy Boys come out for the save. The Bucks escape, leaving Brandon Cutler there to get impaled. Ooh, I want to watch that. By Gangrel and finish off by the twist of fate. Swanton combo from the Hardys. What did you guys tell me? Please, enlighten me. Dave, go.
Well, for one thing, you want to see the Impaler just for one reason only. Because as you know, in Impaler, you do the kick before the Impaler, right? Well, that kick was terrible. He completely missed the kick. And Brandon Cutler still folded and acted like he got hit.
Yeah.
By the way, Brandon Cutler came out dressed like Lita. So
Nice.
it was hilarious. Yeah, he had the thong and everything. That thing was hilarious, bro. Yeah, the Bucks took it tonight with that thing was so funny, bro. The way they came out. Freaking Nick came out as Jeff and he's doing the whole dance thing and all that. Yo, they were hilarious. That match was just funny for that. The fact that they came out dressed up as the Hardys with the music and everything, that shit was great.
Okay, I gotta watch that.
What you think, Jay? I know you hate those type of things, so I want to hear what you got. You're probably gonna shit on it.
I thought it was good. I thought they just did it perfectly. It was a nice parody. It had me going. The color thing was funny. I know there's an NXT expert there with the belt. Those two jobbers actually, one of them
I didn't see the match.
was in NXT, by the way.
But I didn't watch Rampage though, so I'm only going by the notes.
Two jobbers.
I'm just reading the notes. I got the notes so we could do the show so you guys could do it. Who were the two jobbers?
He was in NXT.
Who were the two jobbers?
Part of the original Diamond Line. John Chavez and then Tyler Russ. Tyler Russ was an original member of Diamond Line NXT, but
okay,
just so let you know.
Well, hold on. To be fair though, you know for a fact I didn't watch the last almost 2 years. I haven't watched NXT since.
You told me you've been watching since FTR.
I told no, yeah, but that was before this. That was before.
Around then. He was around then though.
Nah, he was a bum, bro. He was nobody. He's not on my radar.
In his defense,
okay.
I don't watch NXT. And I thought the same thing. Oh look, two jobbers. So, I'm sorry.
No, I'm working the one that's the NXT champion there. I'm just letting him know that they're not.
Jay, I bought this championship belt on the night that Drew McIntyre won it with Dave's friend Jonathan, who decided to take it to another level that night, which we won't get into. But yeah, I bought that belt that night, and since that night, I stopped watching because I got pissed off that Bobby Roode lost the belt. And I didn't like it after that. I stopped watching, literally.
I could vouch for him because when we went to Mania, he wanted to go online and meet Velveteen Dream while I was trying to wait for Balor. And he was willing to get off the line to go meet Velveteen Dream instead of meeting Balor. And I was like, no, I'm staying to meet Balor. So. Yeah,
because Balor wasn't giving autographs. I'd rather have an autograph which honestly, it would have been a waste of an autograph because he never even won the fucking title. And that's a Velveteen Dream. Like, that's another reason I stopped watching. Once he got out of there, bro, like, that shit was... I got so tight when they released him because he was awesome. All his fucking matches were awesome. His character was awesome. His gimmicks were awesome.
He didn't end up anywhere else.
All his matches were not awesome.
Yeah, I liked him, man. He had high energy, bro. Velveteen Dream was good. He was still green. No, he wasn't a molester. What?
Yes, he is.
No.
Look it up.
No, I did look it up.
Is that what happened?
The's no evidence at all.
We're sitting girls
it's
on DM.
It's just all they have, Dave. Dave, all they have is messages. They just have messages. He never actually did anything.
He was R. Kelly in wrestling, bro?
He was showing dick pics and all that. He was another Trey Songz.
Nah, I don't believe any of that.
He was R. Kelly in wrestling.
Jay, you believe anything that you see though? Like if they have a magazine with fake stories on it and you're reading it, you wouldn't know the difference between fact and fucking fiction.
Bro.
Yeah,
he's a molester, bro.
No,
he did go MIA though, not for nothing. He disappeared.
Yeah, because they fired him though. Exactly. What do you mean? They fired him.
Yeah, but normally those wrestlers they will end up. If they're really that good, they will end up somewhere else.
Triple H liked that guy. He probably told that guy, make sure you lay low for a while, and we'll see what happens down the road.
Those allegations are true, bro.
I don't know.
But it's been years now.
We'll see.
At least like 2-3 years since. I haven't seen that man in like 3-4 years now.
Well, no, it's been a while. Yeah. It's been a while. You probably won't see him
in anything too. It's not like
never see him.
It'd be one thing not to see him in WWE, but to see him in anything else, like no independency, nothing. He's truly just this.
I don't think he's really tried though, to be honest, to do an independent run. I think he's just laying real fucking low. He has a job. He does his thing. Whatever, man.
Yeah.
Would you want the guy to go outside when there's assholes like this running up to his face, calling him like that with a camera?
Yeah, there's a pedophile.
Bro. Yeah, look, Jay's going off. He doesn't have any proof.
Fuck that dude. I don't like people like that, bro. What the fuck?
Show me the proof. I want to see the proof if you have
look
it.
at your Bleacher Report, your sources. Isn't that your sources?
No,
Look
my
it up.
source is
Google
my
it.
eyes,
You got
usually.
a computer right there. I can't Google it. You could Google it.
Nah,
Google it up.
you can hit us up
Google
in
it up.
you can hit us up in chat whenever you want with your proof.
Right there.
Until then,
Computer.
I'll believe what I want to believe.
Oh,
After
you
this,
see,
we
you
get
got
Max
computer.
Caster versus Dante
Boots.
Martin is next. The Ass Boys, Billy Gunn and Anthony Bowens in a wheelchair company. Caster to the ring for his rap.
Wheelchair
Bowens
company.
tries to lead the crowd in an Ass Boys chant. Dante splashes them in the middle of it to break it up. The referee ejects everyone from ringside after Dante is jumped by the Guns. Without the heels around to help Max, Dante Martin was able to beat him clean. Dante Martin defeats Max Caster. I don't like that because I actually like Max Caster, but Dante Martin's pretty good. No hating on him. What'd you guys think, Jay?
Well, I don't really think there was anything going on. I think there was one part that, I don't know, this Matt Caster was supposed to guess fall for a sunset flip. Dante just went over for a sunset flip and he just kind of stood there for like a second. I think he just forgot to fall. There was nothing impressive here. I don't even like the scissors or anything like that. I guess they're really desperate because this guy just had knee surgery like last week and he comes out in a wheelchair just to try to get attention from all these guys, but it's going nowhere. I didn't rate this at all, to be honest. I thought it was a shit show.
And Dave, how about you?
The match, it was a pretty straightforward match. I like the beginning. The intros was funny. You know, Max Caster is always funny because he comes out and raps. So he was funny on the mic, and you know, with the what is it called? The Gun Club.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's funny because he kept on calling them the Ass Boys and stuff. So I like the whole thing. It was funny, but after that, the match was just a pretty straightforward match. I gave it about a 2.
Seems like it was a quick fucking match. I like Max Caster. I think he has a future. He just needs to learn how to wrestle just a little more. He's still a little green, but he's so good. He's so good on the mic that if he actually learns how to wrestle, that kid's going to be a dangerous force in the world of professional wrestling because he's really good on the mic. After this, Adam Cole vows to beat Samoa Joe, and he vows to win the Owen Hart Foundation tournament, which I agree with him. I think he is going to beat Samoa Joe by all means necessary. Joe's got a lot of heat on him right now. There's people that have a target on his back. So we'll see if that's going to come true for Adam Cole this Sunday at Double or Nothing, which I guess that's what Rampage is all about tonight, hyping up Double or Nothing, which now is also going to have to compete with the NBA playoff game, unless what Jay said comes true, which is they push it to a later time, which I would hate that.
Know.
We'll find
it's
out.
It's going
though.
to affect the buys, though.
That's all right. We'll have to wait till Sunday and see what they announce and what they do.
You know, I just say it's big because this is one of the big pay-per-views. So
no, this is supposed to be
to the numbers they make.
This is supposed to be their biggest pay-per-view, but we'll see.
Supposedly, from what has been said about Tony Khan's idea is that if now there is a Game 7, his idea was that they're gonna try to stretch all the good parts for at least when the game is over. Try to get it to that point so at least people are more focused onto the show. I don't know how he's gonna manage to do that, but that's what he's trying to do. I mean,
at the end of the day,
at 8:30,
half of the people that are buying that pay-per-view, bro, more than half the people that are buying that pay-per-view don't even watch professional basketball. I'm just throwing that out there.
Everybody's off the next day. There's a lot of guys out there, man. Everybody goes out of bars.
It's gonna be hard for me. I'll be watching both. So,
well, it doesn't matter because the first half of this show is gonna fucking suck anyway. So honestly, who gives a fuck? The first half of this card is gonna suck fucking cock. All the matches we want to see are gonna be good. There's only going to be 4 or 5 good matches, and the fact that they just added one match to it makes it a little better because Kyle O'Reilly's going to kill it at fucking Double or Nothing. Kyle O'Reilly's going to kill it at Double or Nothing, man.
It's going to be like a 4 or 5 hour pay-per-view.
Kyle O'Reilly versus Darby Allin.
There's a bunch of matches, bro. It's crazy.
Well, let's see, man.
They added 2 more matches, so right now I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
All right, you don't have to count them on the fucking stream.
So there's 12. There's like 12.
My
So if you
God.
count 2 more, it's 12. I haven't written down, so I've already written my predictions.
Let's see. Dan Lambert and Man of the Year are in the ring. Lambert and Ethan Page reveal a new purple and gold TNT title to give to Scorpio Sky. Sammy Guevara, Tay Conti, and Frankie Kazarian appear on the big screen. They're breaking into American Top Team's building, going right into Dan Lambert's trophy case of ridiculous number of championship belts. They ransack the place and steal some UFC titles and the BNF title. Back in the ring, Scorpio Sky agrees to a mixed trios match at Double or Nothing. Sky, Paige, and Van Zant versus Guevara, Kazarian, and Conti. If the heels win, Guevara and Kazarian can never challenge for the TNT title again. Mark, Henry, do you guys care to comment on any of this nonsense?
Yeah, I thought the belt was freaking awesome.
Okay.
That belt rocks. I love the whole color segment. If they could keep that belt as the permanent, I'll be cool with it.
I
I
don't
thought
think
the
it
belt
will.
was cool.
Because
But it is very,
because
very
it's the
cool. It is
no,
very,
it's
very
it,
cool.
it looks nice, but I think
It's
they did
very
it for
nice.
like the California. It's like a Lakers color and stuff. So
I
don't
thought
see
it
it
was
lasting.
Scorpio Light had some purple maybe in the past, and that's GCU, some things
Yeah,
like
but
that.
you know
I
they're
don't know.
SoCal, so I don't know.
But you gotta admit that gold really just stands out. Like I'm talking about the whole, background, not the belt itself. But
No,
it stands out.
actually
belt
the
stands
purple
out.
helps the gold to stand
Yeah,
out.
it
So,
does.
it did look nice.
That
It
little
does look
touch
nice.
of red.
But you know, I
It's
actually
very nice.
expected a
Very, very
whole new belt. I thought they were gonna do a whole new belt. They just changed the color scheme.
If that was it, I'd be cool with it. Yeah, I'd be cool with that color. I thought it was cool.
You didn't see it, right, George? You haven't seen the belt?
I saw a picture, but nothing crazy.
Yeah,
I
it
thought
looks
it
like
was cool.
for me, it looks like it's a Lakers tribute almost.
Looks like the same shit, just purple, so I mean.
Yeah. I
didn't
thought they
really
were
make
gonna
a big
change
deal
the
of it.
whole belt, but they just
Yeah,
did
I
the
didn't,
same
like
thing.
I said, I
just
saw a
changed
little
the color.
picture. I didn't make a big deal of it. But we'll see what happens. After this, Mark Henry has an interview. He interviews Ruby Soho and Chris Statlander ahead of their Owen Hart Foundation tournament semifinal match. And this apparently was coming up in the next main event. Soho was the hopeful babyface when Statlander had a much sharper edge in tone and demeanor. These notes suck. This guy sucks on this one. She's been in AEW from the beginning, nothing to show for it, other than a blown-out knee and being a replacement in this tournament. She's not in the mood to take it easy on her friend in this match. At one point in the early going, Ruby showed some hesitancy to be unleashed full power. Who is this? This guy went from writing
Full
amazing...
power.
Yeah, did you guys see this match? I guess, what was it, a match between Soho and Statlander?
Yeah.
I'm not going to read this garbage this guy wrote. Just tell me what happened, who won, and what do you rate it? Somebody.
I actually liked the promo. I actually liked their Statlander's promo. It was pretty good, actually. I don't know what you thought, Jay, but I actually felt her promo, and I almost believed she was going to win. From that promo alone, the energy she had in it, I almost believed that she was going to win because, it was almost obvious that Ruby was going to win, but the promo almost had me believe a little bit. I was like, maybe there's a chance that because I wanted her to. Actually wanted the Statlander to. But aside from that, it was a good match, and I actually liked the end when Ruby Soho got on the mic. She had a good ending promo to the show. I thought it was pretty good, strong promo at the end. But the match was pretty straightforward. I give it probably like a 3. What you think, Jay?
The promo was pretty good. I thought Statlander really meant what she said, that when she came back, she's just pretty much a nobody. Everybody just pretty much forgot about her. Kind of washed up. Ruby Soho saying she's fighting this, but it's obvious that, you got to put asses to seats, and Ruby Soho and Britt Baker is going to sell after their first encounter with me and Savage saw. So we're about to see it again this Sunday. It's going to be a great match. But overall, the match was pretty impressive. Statlander had that long-standing vertical suplex, probably for like a minute, standing in the air and just dropped there. Soho did the top rope hurricanrana. Soho drive to her shoulder, and just for the top rope, just kind of bring it down because she was working on her left shoulder of Statlander. Statlander's clotheslines are vicious. I'll give it to her that. It's very quick. It's efficient. She looked a little slow to me at certain parts. I don't know if it's because of that knee and the knee brace that she's wearing. But overall, it was a good match. Like Dave said, there was nothing really bad about it. I thought it was just a little, like I said, too slow paced at certain spots. Ruby Soho could have a match with anyone, kind of prove it. I would have loved to see her finish on the Blade Runner, but instead she just did the roll up. And the whole Brit thing, I was kind of looking forward to Brit talking. I just didn't like the part where she kind of cut her off and not let her have her voice. That kind of pisses me off. But overall, I don't know. I'm getting kind of like my predictions on maybe Ruby just taking this one and Adam taking the men's. I mean, I don't kind of see both of them walking out on top after these tournaments. So one of them has to fall. But overall, I'll give it just a 3. Same as Dave. It was just average.
Hey, is it just me? Did they drop that alien gimmick?
Yeah.
Because I thought they said that she was in New York now.
Yeah, no, they dropped that alien gimmick. I'm not 100% sure. I saw something to click on to read about why they dropped it, but I didn't really care enough to find out. Who cares? It's gone. So apparently Britt Baker came out after the match with a mic, like you guys said. Soho cut her off, said nobody wants to hear from you. The crowd was actually booing Ruby. Soho vows to hurt Baker at Double or Nothing. Britt has a receipt coming her way, going back to Dynamite Grand Slam, and Ruby is cashing in at Double or Nothing. That's the end of the show, folks. I knew Ruby was going to win this match, just like I know Ruby's going to beat Britt Baker too. There's no way. Britt already had her run. Soho's coming fresh off WWE. She sells merch. She has fans. They're going to let her get the win. They're going to let her get... There's no way they're going to let... So. There's no way.
The end of that show, though, not for nothing, the way they were booing Ruby, I don't know. Maybe Tony might be like, might change his mind and say, yo, the reaction you just got was very different.
Yeah, but again, that's it.
I don't know.
That's at one venue.
I don't know, but I'm just saying.
Where did the show take place tonight? They're in Vegas, right?
It's Vegas. They're in Vegas.
So that means all the AEW hardcore fans are there, but there's still Ruby WWE Soho fans tuning in and buying.
They were booing the shit out of Ruby.
Oh, I'm sure.
It was crazy, bro.
That says here
you could even see it in the bitch's face. She was even surprised. She smiled.
But what gets more heat than disappointing the fans? He might say, "Okay, fuck it. Why are we going to give him Britt Baker? Let's give him Ruby so we can build the Britt Baker win and make it more memorable, more meaningful." You know, because honestly, I see Thunder Rosa. Britt
look like a face now, though. It's like
but Britt, first of all, she's going to be a long-term AEW star. I think she's going to be a multiple-time women's champion for sure. So what better way than to have her get a push later on by then letting Ruby win this tournament. Ruby goes on to beat Thunder Rosa. She has her little championship rub, her little run, and then Britt comes back and kicks the shit out of her and takes back her title, becomes a multiple-time women's champion. Payoff. Slow build.
I think we need a new women's wrestler in the locker room. We need to see somebody fresh.
Well, Ruby was the newest pretty big star out of the women's locker room.
Yeah, but
like I'm talking about big stars, right? Fresh. She's definitely, Jade's not ready for the women's title yet. She's still.
I'd rather have somebody fresh than Toni Storm. I'd rather eliminate her and get.
I don't know.
Else.
I thought Toni Storm was better than this, man. After watching NXT. There's so many better women wrestlers on NXT right now. There really is. Even NWA's got some good women wrestlers, so I don't know why Tony's not snatching up some of these chicks from down in NWA and bringing them over. I saw a couple of matches. Nah, why? What's her name? Kiara, the young one. Or Kayla. What's her name? Kayla from NXT.
Kayla?
No, I don't remember her fucking exact name.
Kelly?
No, not Kelly, man. I can't remember her name.
Kelly.
NWA active.
I remember Kayla.
Let's see.
I thought Kayla was an announcer.
But overall, it's going to be a lot of matches. I think this card is going to be like 5 hours or something. It's not going to fit a 4-hour show.
Like 2 matches. Are we doing our predictions or what?
Kylie Ray.
I know Kylie Ray.
She's good. She's not bad.
Kayla.
She's whack.
Well, look who NWA has on their women's roster. They have Allison Kay, I've never heard of. Angelina Love, I've heard of. Chelsea Green's on there. Genocide. I saw Genocide wrestle. Genocide's actually pretty big. She's like she looks like Raquel Rodriguez, maybe even bigger.
Yeah, I've seen her wrestle.
She's pretty big. Camille, Kenzie Page, Kiera Hogan, Kylie Ray, Mady Renkowski, Marty Bailey, May Valentine, Melina. Which, I don't know, she looks old as fuck. I saw a promo from Melina, and she's talking hella shit. I don't even know what she's doing there. She has no business there. Mickey James still looks decent, actually, surprisingly. And she's old as fuck, too. And she's still over there wrestling and doing championships. And she's an executive producer, but obviously...
Sure.
You can't watch that.
How about this?
She's still a winner. Yeah,
you've heard of Natalia Markova, right, Jay?
What?
Natalia Markova.
Was that a wrestler?
She's a female wrestler.
Player.
She's like a Lana with bigger accessories.
Puppies.
And then you have Paola Blaze and Taryn Terrell. Now, I gotta admit, I don't know all those people, but they definitely have a couple of people they can bring over, like for sure. And AEW needs more women.
Not from there, man.
How about the Ring of Honor women's roster? Let's see. Woman Honor, Ring of Honor. They have Amy Rose. Yeah, I know, but who are they not featuring that maybe they could?
I'll bring Maria Kanellis.
This roster looks shittier than anything I've ever seen. Amy Rose, Angelina Love, she's trash. Jenny Rose is trash. Mandy Leon's trash. Maria Manic is trash. Max the Impaler, I don't know. Miranda Elias, I don't know. Session Moth Martina, I don't know who that is. Sumi Sakai, Trish Adora. You know what I'm surprised with too? Why didn't we say a New Japan, like nobody from New Japan showed up tonight to like cause chaos? Because they did on Dynamite. The tag team showed up.
Yeah, because it was terrible. You saw we jacked up the one hand choke slam. That thing was stupid.
Well, how about when they missed the fucking double team at the beginning of the segment? He went for like the cutter, and the guy just dropped, and Cobb was still standing with the guy in the air. You didn't see that?
No, but
Cobb has him. Cobb has him in like a fireman's. The Japanese guy goes to cut him, and then the Japanese guy just drops, and Cobb is still standing.
Yeah. I remember that.
That was bad. That was not a good way to start off that segment.
Funnier. The other one was funny.
It was all bad.
And then today with the Gangrel thing, that thing was great.
I gotta go back and watch because I actually used to be a big fan of Gangrel. I love Gangrel. Gangrel's my dude.
You saw that too, right, Jay?
Kick nobody.
That shit was he win, bro. Airball. He airballed that kick, bro. And you just see Brandon fold.
This is the official active list of WWE talent on main roster right now. All right? I'm going to go through the men first. AJ Styles, Akira Tozawa, Angelo Dawkins, Apollo Crews, Bobby Lashley, Cedric Alexander, Chad Gable, Ciampa, Cody Rhodes, Commander Aziz. We haven't seen him on TV in a minute. Damian Priest, Dolph Ziggler, Dominique Mysterio, Edge, Ezekiel, Finn Balor, Gable Stevenson, Kevin Owens, The Miz, Montez Ford, Mustafa Ali, MVP, Omos, Otis, Randy Orton, Reggie, Rey Mysterio, Riddle, Robert Roode, R-Truth, Seth Rollins, Shelton Benjamin, Theory, T-Bar, and Veer Mahan. It's a pretty small roster. And then for the women, Alexa Bliss, Asuka, Becky Lynch, Bianca Belair, Carmella, Dana Brooke, Doudrop, Lacey Evans, Liv Morgan, Nikki A.S.H., Queen Zelina, Rhea Ripley, Sonya Deville, Tamina. Wow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. They have 14 women on the active roster. You have to have a champion and tag team champions, and then some bitches to challenge for both. 14? 14?
And now all of them are good, too.
And there's 2 women's champions, mind you, now.
No, there's one, no?
So that's why they have to do this brand split, because it's just not possible. There's not enough talent to make a tournament happen, and then keep storylines going for all the titles and everything, and all this, and then just 24/7 fillers, whatever you want to call it.
That's because they let it go a lot of people, too, so...
Oh, hell yeah. Yeah. you know. But shit's crazy. Shit's crazy, man. Shit's crazy. So we're gonna see all these chicks. So, what, you want to do the predictions? I don't really care. I already did my predictions.
Or what?
You have the list of matches? If you got the list of matches, call it out. Call your pick. Give it to Jay, and then I'll do it.
You want to start from the main event, or you want to start from the bullshit?
I just want to start.
Because they added 2 matches, right, today. What was
Here we go. Let's just not start. Let's just keep babbling.
You're an ass.
I have to be an ass sometimes. Hell yeah, man.
A question, okay?
I like
they
to go.
Added 2 matches today, right? What is it? It was
So just put those. You rank them. You rank them in the order of what you think we're gonna see. I guess. I don't know.
That's what I mean. So okay, so we'll start from the crappy matches then.
All right.
So the matches they added today was the Sammy and these
Darby
guys,
Allin.
right? Oh, and Darby Allin too. He's fighting
Colorado.
O'Reilly, right? Okay, so you want to start with that?
God, this is painful.
Darby and O'Reilly. I guess I will go with O'Reilly then.
I'm definitely going with Kyle O'Reilly.
That's what I'm wearing.
Kyle O'Reilly.
All right. Then the next one is what? Sammy and what's it called? And Sky having that 3-way mixed match.
And if Sammy loses, he can never challenge again, right?
Yeah, Sammy and Kazarian. They both can't challenge.
So Sammy's gonna win.
I think so too. Yeah.
There's nothing on the line for this guy to lose, so Sammy's gonna win.
Okay. Hookhausen and Nice and Sterling.
Hookhausen, definitely, 100%. No question.
What's you, Jay?
I think we're gonna
Jay's
see
going
some
Sterling.
wrestling. I think we're gonna see some wrestling moves from Danhausen. I think.
You think so?
Believe it or
Maybe
not.
some tag moves.
What we're gonna see is the Macarena. God damn it, we're gonna see the fucking Macarena.
No. It's
He does
gonna
the
be.
Macarena?
I'm gonna tell you something. It's gonna be the biggest pop since Orange Cassidy versus Pop. Right?
Nah, I'm not even.
So.
I'm not even gonna justify
my
that
word.
with a fucking comment.
As soon as he does a wrestling move, it's gonna be the biggest pop you heard. Just like Orange Cassidy, but it's first, but 10 times bigger.
Well, he's a loser, and so is everybody that cheers for him. So, yeah.
Tell you, I mean, he's an upgrade to Orange Cassidy. He sells merch.
Orange Cassidy's a loser too.
The #1 merch.
All right. Anyway, moving along. Next one is House of Black versus Death Triangle.
That's tough.
I say House of Black.
I could care less, but I go with House of Black.
House of Black's probably gonna win, but I'm gonna because I like them better. I hope Death Triangle wins.
Yeah, I want Death Triangle to win, but I have a feeling that
I'm picking them in hopes that they get the win because I want them to win. They're not gonna win, but I want them to win, so I'm picking them.
Okay. Moving along. Next one is Hardy versus the Bucks. I say Bucks.
Hardy Boys are winning this shit. The Hardy Boys are winning this shit.
I'm gonna say Bucks because Hardy's look out of breath, and I don't know. I've seen it today. I don't know. Look out of it.
Nah, the Young Bucks went over the top with what I heard tonight. They're due for an ass whooping from some legends, and that's the way it's gonna go.
No.
Unless the undisputed elite come out to really fucking stomp their stupid asses out of AEW.
I don't think they need to.
They don't, but
They don't. I don't see why. Okay,
I'm calling the Hardys to win because Matt Hardy's been cutting better promos than all these idiots combined, and that's all I got to say about that.
Oh boy.
Hardy's away.
All right. I guess moving along. So it's Jericho Society versus the Blackpool.
Yeah, Blackpool.
Combat.
Yeah, Blackpool.
BCC.
Jericho Society.
Oh. Why you say that? What makes you think that?
Because it's been abused. all
They've
this
been
time.
abused.
Yeah.
They're the ones always
every
jumping
week.
everybody, though.
Trust me, they've been the ones getting abused. They're gonna win.
Okay. Moving along, next one. MJF versus Warlow.
Warlow.
MJF.
Warlow. MJF because you're a fan?
I just don't see Warlow winning.
I see him winning real easy.
Where would the story go after that, though? He's gonna still be his bitch?
Where would the story go? It'll just continue, like always. Just like every wrestling story, just continue it.
Okay.
Nah, this is coming to an end. Warlow is gonna win. Next.
What is
Warlow's
it?
trash.
Brit versus Soho?
Soho gonna win, hands down.
I'm going with Britt.
Oh, Brit. All right.
Even though I said Soho was gonna win, but I'm gonna take Britt.
Okay.
That's my girl.
Next one is Cole versus Joe. Let's say Cole.
Adam Cole.
Tournament is fucking rigged, man. It's fucking booking.
It is
Obviously,
rigged. What are you talking about? There's nothing to be
bad
rigged about.
booking. This was probably, let me tell you something. This was probably Cole's wet dream to have a match with
Oh
fucking
my gosh.
Samoa Joe. So you know what? Just fucking give it to him. Cole. Fucking wet dream just happened. It became a reality. Fighting Joe for the first time in his life.
Yeah, I'm sorry. This is wrestling. A tournament can't be rigged in wrestling.
I just want to say that Jay mentioned the word molester and wet dream in the same stream.
Hey man, you the one that likes that dude. I don't like that dude, man.
I liked
don't
him as a
mess with that
wrestler,
dude.
absolutely. I don't even know what he did.
I don't
I didn't
mess
see
with
any
that
evidence.
wrestler.
I'll look it
I
up,
told
I
you what he
guess.
did.
You telling me what he
Alright.
did and seeing what he did are two different things. I got to see it for myself. Just to
That's
make
your
sure.
Bleacher Report. That's your sources.
Bleacher Report's not my sources. It's a source, not my source. It's
So
a
you
source.
use it though, right?
I use Google mostly, and whatever comes up first.
You just said earlier you used it. Now you're saying Google.
I Google whatever I'm looking for, and then whatever comes up first is what I click on. I don't have a
What's the
singular
next
source.
match? What's the next match?
Oh, next match. My bad. Jade versus Anna Jay.
Jade.
I say Jade too, but I don't know. I hope Anna Jay wins for some
That's
reason.
not gonna happen.
It's not gonna happen, but I don't know. Anyway, next one. Jurassic Express versus Limitless and Team Taz.
I'm going with Team Taz.
I'm going Limitless.
Probably.
I'm gonna take Limitless.
Possibility.
All right.
And a heel turn.
A heel turn?
Heel turn. Yeah. Cage
Heel
betrays
turn
Jungle
from
Boy. Christian.
Oh, Christian turning on Jungle Boy. He's gonna screw them.
After he loses.
Interesting. Okay.
I don't think he's gonna turn on
next
him
up.
yet. Soon. Real soon.
It'll be a good sleeper. Nobody will think about it because everybody's concentrated on MJF or Paige. I'll be shocked.
That's the only
I'll be
reason
like,
I
oh,
said the
shit,
Anna
they
Jay
did it
thing
on
because
this pay-per-view.
nobody's paying attention to it. So I just see them throwing
I
a
don't know.
swerve with the Anna Jay thing.
I feel they're gonna catch us.
Christian has never been able to shock me
once.
once in his fucking career because he's just that guy that came out with Edge.
Who?
Christian doesn't have shock value to me. Nothing he can do can
Oh.
shock me. His
But they've
peeps.
been building up this.
His peeps are
future,
dead,
I think
Dave.
it would be big. I think it would be big.
Listen,
if
you
it
used
happened.
to cheer for him when he used to come out with that. You're finally on your own. You used to love that shit. You remember that? Don't play yourself.
5 second
You
pose.
used to love that shit. You used to cheer every time that music came on. You're like, oh, it's great. Christian's the man. I
5
remember
second
that.
pose.
I don't recall that.
Oh, yeah. I remember that.
If there's no video
Anyway.
evidence, it didn't happen.
Moving along. We got Thunder Rosa versus Serena Deeb.
Yeah, As much as I really want Thunder Rosa to win, just so that she could get beat by Ruby Soho, Serena Deeb's going to find a way to win this match. They gave her too much mic time. So I don't know.
Rosa.
I want Thunder Rosa to win, but I'm going to call Thunder Rosa too, but I have a feeling Serena Deeb's going to screw her, though. We'll see what happens.
All right, and the final match, it looks like, is Punk versus Paige.
Yeah, well, that's going to be Hangman Adam Page hopefully walking out. Hopefully walking out with the title.
This Cowboy's shitting enough time for the last month or two. It's time for the belt to change to Punk. CM Punk.
I don't know. He's had some good promos the last two, 3 nights.
Oh, he could kiss my ass.
Man.
He could kiss my shit because he's shit. So fuck him. He's on my list. He's on the list. I'm on the list.
Nah, no way. He ain't on the list. He's not on the list. He's bugging.
Go with Punk.
This is where Jay shows his just incredible ring talent to spot talent. Hangman Adam Page is one of the best wrestlers in the world right now. He's put on some of the best classic matches in the past 2-3 years.
Yeah, and PGW and all those, you know, indie.
No, on AEW, man. On AEW.
He's had some good matches.
I saw him wrestle in my old school, 141 in IS over there in the store. Yeah, he's there, bro. Great matches there.
I bet.
Oh, he's in AEW now. He's on TV.
Oh,
Well,
man.
he must have done something, right?
We're for a shit show of a main event. We got an old one.
Must have done something, right?
We got an old wrestler and another one that shits the bed because he's the champ. This is going to be a bad match.
Nah, Hangman Adam Page is pound for pound one of the best
going with
wrestlers
the
in the
old-
world right now, man.
The old wrestler.
And he's just getting
In
started.
your eyes,
He's just getting started.
he's the worst champion.
Well, I
He's
hope
the
you
worst
enjoy
champion.
watching him fucking pin
You know
CM
what?
Punk.
I don't even like Omega. I don't even like Omega. And
That's
I'll take
okay. You don't
Omega
have to
over
like.
him.
You don't have to like
I'll take
Omega.
Omega.
Omega's
You
the
don't have
man.
to like Omega.
Exactly. As the champion, he was the man. You're absolutely right. But when Paige is a champ, he's trash.
Page is gonna have a lot of runs
Just
in this
facts.
company.
It's just facts. Just facts.
It's your fact. It's a good thing. It's not everybody's
Just
fact.
like you. It's like you, Paige is the greatest pound for pound wrestler. I
No,
don't believe that shit.
there's a
Fuck
lot of
outta
people.
here.
I didn't say pound for
I
pound.
didn't
He's the
post
greatest
10
wrestler. I
times
said pound for
I
pound.
didn't
He's
post 10
he's
times.
one of
I
the
can
best
name so many
wrestlers.
wrestlers over
Pound for
Paige.
pound, he's one of the best wrestlers in the world today, bro. Like
No.
without a doubt. Yeah.
No. I'll take Mayweather. How about that? Mayweather,
Nah.
pound for
Now this is the part of the show that I love, Dave. See, this is called the Greek show right now. Now it's not Wrestling with Savage. Now this is the Greek show. This is where we mute Jay so we can get my point in. Hangman Adam Page, pound for pound, is one of the best wrestlers of all time. Actually, no, I'm lying right now. I'm trolling. Here, Jay, I'm gonna unmute you now. I'm gonna unmute you. Hangman's cool, bro. I don't know why you hate him so much. I hope they have a good match. At the end of the day, I don't really care who wins. I'll be happy with either one because I love Punk. I am a CM Punk fan. But I like Hangman's work, and I wouldn't mind seeing him get a couple of more months to see what they do with it and extend the storyline. I think there's better ways of going about doing business. But, that's just me. Anyway, I hope you guys have a good time watching our show tonight. We'll be back probably Sunday night, hopefully, unless Double or Nothing ends at 2 in the morning, which then no. Then no, we will not be back. We will be fucking sleeping. And we'll try to cover it on Monday, maybe.
We're gonna attempt the live reaction, huh?
We're gonna try. We're gonna attempt to go live at like 7:00, 7:30, depending on how everybody's version of the show is working. If we're all on the same page, or at least 2 out of 3 are on the same page, we probably will do a live play-by-play, and we'll see how that goes. We'll try to make sure that's not a complete shit show. Hopefully. We'll see how that
It's
goes.
gonna be interesting because I got my game 7 to
It's gonna be a long fucking night, though. If we do the live play-by-play,
I'm
it's gonna
saying.
be like a 4-hour show.
nobody's gonna watch. I'm telling you. Everybody's gonna watch.
You'd be
the game.
surprised. A lot of people watch live reactions.
Oh yeah, no.
You know you're gonna pay.
I'd rather do the live reaction. 'cause
Nah,
we at
if
least we're
first
done
of
with
all,
it.
if I go live,
7? Come on, Game 7.
what are you talking about? There's people that just have TikTok and they don't know what the NBA is. Like,
Bro, I could watch this. I could watch this backward. I don't need to watch it live. I could just watch it replay.
Nah, either
Game
way,
7,
if we go live and do live reaction, there'll be some people watching because there's people that aren't going to pay $50 for the fucking show, and they wouldn't mind hearing what's going on match for match.
Could try, but I just think more eyes is on that.
Well, I don't know. My average TikTok stream has about 350 people watching, whether I'm streaming this or whether I'm just fucking chewing bubble gum. So either way, there'll be somebody fucking watching, my friend. I can promise you
Punk,
that.
y'all. Go for Punk, baby.
We'll see what happens on Sunday at Double or Nothing. Hopefully Monday Night Raw is also better next week. Hopefully WWE steps up their game. Because this week, Raw was fucking weak. And I think it's going to be weak again because we got a preview tonight during SmackDown. And they were talking about Omos and now MVP and a handicap match.
A Nigerian giant.
Just bad. All right, I'm repping the SmackDown shirt. You better believe I got the Monday Night Raw shirt in the other room. It's ready for Monday, baby. We're going down, man. That's all right. NXT's great. NXT's great. I love NXT because it's next. Anyway, everybody have a good night. Jay, Dave, thank you as always for joining us.
Let's go, Heat.
Heat Game 7 Sunday night. And it's in Miami, so it looks like they're sending Boston's stupid ass home. I think the Heat are going to win that game.
I hope so.
I don't know, man.
If Jimmy Butler keeps making buckets like he was making tonight, that man looked like a man possessed out there from what I saw on the sideline.
Let's see.
Yeah, he was unstoppable today.
So we'll see what happens. But it should be a good weekend of professional wrestling and professional basketball. Playoffs and pay-per-views, baby. That's what it's all about. This has been Wrestling with Savage. Right now you're hearing my cousin. Credit to him. Thank you for the song. Everybody have a good night.
Good night, yeah.
Here they give it to you raw. This is Wrestling with Savage.